WNST ready for the man in the red suit to come down the chimney. I got my ho-ho hat on here and getting ready for the Ravens and the Colts. And, of course, this week, writing about the ghost of Baltimore football, past, present, and future out at WNST.net. But we got hoopage going on here before a little bit of a downturn, a little downtime next week before all of these conference games get going. And, of course, our partnership with Coppin State University, we've been bragging on that all year long and having Coach Juan Dixon on, as well as Coach Dwayne Burrows, as well as other coaches throughout the Coppin State Department. But this is our first student athlete that we've had on, and I requested her because she's leading the team in scoring for the Lady Eagles. Genesis Lucas joins us now live via satellite from over North Avenue on the west side at Coppin State. Getting ready for this Maryland game, right? This is the one you circle on the calendar. Then we have MEAC, but this is a big local bragging rights and a lot of fun, and I think it's kind of cool, Brenda, bringing the girls up to play in the gym. It's kind of a neat story.
Definitely it is. We actually played them at home a couple years ago. So, I mean, it's always good to play them, especially when they come to our house.
Well, you grew up in Maryland, right? So, I mean, for every kid dribbling a basketball, boys, girls, whatever, the notion of playing for the state team or getting a scholarship, Coppin for you. Give me the story of how you wound up at Coppin, because I know you're leading the team in scoring, and our coach is happy to have you there.
Well, when I actually came on my visit, they actually just made it seem like one big family. Like, the team accepted me, the coaches accepted me, and of course we had previous coaches, but even once Coach Burrows came this year, it still was like the same beat. It wasn't nothing that missed.
Well, and I think it's the biggest decision anybody, of that age or your age would make a couple of years ago is playing time, the university, getting an education, all of that sort of stuff. And, and I'm sure that you have other schools talking to you, right? And you're, and I guess for anyone that's getting recruited anywhere for scholarship, it becomes about your family. It becomes about your family being able to maybe come and see you play a little bit more often. And also the type of trips that Coppin plays. I know we call them money games in my business, but I mean, going back to Fang Mitchell on the men's side, going out and testing yourself against the West Virginias and the Baylors, seeing the best competition, even if it's not the best outcome for you, those are games I think you want to play in, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's always been a great experience to go and play these money games and play these bigger schools. It's a great experience, and it's a good test to see like what you're really made of.
Well, a couple of years into this, how much do those games help you? Because, I mean, we see the scores. We know sometimes you're taking a beating there, but does it really get you ready for MEAC play? I mean, the most important games you're going to play start in 2 weeks, and, that's where you guys are going to be judged once you get there and get to conference tournament time.
It actually does. We get a little down on ourselves because, everything seems so frustrating once, we playing these big girls that's 6'6", and our tallest person is only like 5'11". But once we get in the conference, we see that it helped us because, it's like it's a lot easier to play the people that's on our level because we've been playing up.
Well, you're 5'7", right? So you're getting guarded by much bigger people when you're playing Baylor, playing West Virginia. Does that help sharpen your game? So that make you sharper once you get to MEAC play?
It does, actually, because, the guards in the MEAC are a lot smaller than the guards that are against, like, the Baylors and the West Virginias. So it helps me, put different things into my repertoire.
So for the ladies program and the men's program, I mean, you've driven around town. You see Juan's face up on the billboards. And I was over at UMBC last week when the men played over there and gave them a good struggle over at the rack. I would think that's also that's a fun part of being there right now, is having someone like Juan Dixon dribbling the basketball out there. And, I'm sure you've rubbed some elbows there and shot some free throws with him as well, right?
Definitely, we have. We have our share of, when we do our little trash talking or, I see him out there with the other boys and they having shooting contests and stuff like that. It's a real good experience.
Hey, really appreciate you coming on. Keep up the great work, averaging 18 points. We'll get that up into the 20s, win some ball games here with Coach Burrows once you guys get going with MEAC. And good luck against the Terps this week, too.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You got it. Genesis Lucas joining us here live via satellite from Coppin State. Hey, you can learn about her and about the schedule, about all the things they do over at CoppinStateSports.com as well. And the schedule, all the good stuff's out there, and they begin the real home schedule. Now, Maryland, of course, this week over the gym, but January 6th, first home game, Savannah State, and then Florida A&M on the 8th as well. But the whole schedule's up at CoppinStateSports.com.